back to Ashart Books. So today I kind of wanted to have a little bit of like a chatty video, a discussion type video where I talked about some of my kind of reading plans for 2020, which by that I kind of mean there are no reading plans. That'll probably make more sense as I kind of talk about it. So this year I really just want to get back to like the love of reading and kind of like the joy of reading, why we all started reading. Because I feel like the past couple of years I've kind of just gotten so caught up in like how many books or what kind of books, or I've taken on kind of too many like responsibilities as far as like ARCs and things like that. So this year I have decided I'm giving myself permission, which I know it's kind of a silly thing to say, because most people are probably thinking like, well, can't you read whatever you want already? And yes, the answer is yes, but I think some of you probably know what I mean, or I feel like you would, and that is like, you just feel this pressure to like read what everyone else is reading, or to pick up like the best new book, or read 400 books, or you know, whatever it is. Now last year I already kind of started this, and I kind of mentioned it last year, and I did a really good job last year in reading books and like pinpointing books that I really enjoyed as far as like genre, and not picking up books just because everyone else was, and like jumping on bandwagons, and you know, BookTube made me do it, that kind of thing. And I did way better at that, but I still kind of took on too many things, I think. Something you should probably know about me too is that I am a complete people pleaser. I have a really hard time saying no to things sometimes. I'm working on it, but in general, I'm pretty much like, that's kind of, it's a good thing, but it's also like a fault. So I know some people love reading ARCs or review copies and they are amazing at it. For me, it stresses me out sometimes, and it's not that I don't like the book. Like, I always, like 9 times out of 10, end up enjoying the book, loving the book, because obviously I do read, you know, what it's about before I accept it. But if someone sends me, you know, a request or something like that asking if I read it, a lot of times I'll say yes, because it sounds amazing and I want to read it and help them out and give a review, but then I find myself so stressed out that I like have to read. I feel like that sounds, again, kind of weird, but even if I'm enjoying the book, it's almost like it's like a test, or it's a like a homework assignment that I have to do. And so it's almost like I'm reading less because of that, and because I kind of have to read something. So all this to say, I'm really gonna be very, very picky with what books I do kind of accept or even request myself for ARCs, because I mean, we've all been there too. If you go on NetGalley and you get really excited about all these books, and then you start requesting way too many, and then you kind of have yourself in this situation, which is a great situation to be in. And I feel like very, very lucky to have that opportunity to review books for people. But sometimes I just feel like I bit off more than I could chew, and it kind of took some of the enjoyment out of reading. So this year I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just read what I want. So basically my goal is to give myself permission to pick up whatever I want, and just kind of go where the mood strikes, which you guys probably already know I'm a massive mood reader. I really, really stink setting to any like TBR or like schedule or anything like that. So that's already kind of happening, but just also giving myself kind of permission to pick up things. You know, if I want to pick up a book that's going to take me a month to read, you know, I want to do it. Or if I want to pick up, you know, 45 Kindle Unlimited books, I'm gonna do it. The other thing with that is I really want to do more rereading. I've mentioned this before, but I'm a massive rereader, and I love like visiting old favorites and getting to like reread books. And I feel like a lot of times, and other people I'm sure have this too, is that it's hard to like make yourself or like let yourself reread when in my head I'm going, well, there's like this book, and this book that I still want to read or need to read. And I just really want to reread this year. I want to go pick up a favorite and flip through it. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely someone who has different ways of rereading. Sometimes I reread like the whole thing word for word. I really want to dive into the world. Sometimes I'll pick it up and just want to read like 2 or 3 pages of it, and then sometimes I will, or like favorite scenes, and then sometimes I'll want to go like skim through part of it and then get to a good part. So I don't count those on like Goodreads if I'm not reading the whole thing. I only count rereads on Goodreads typically if I read the entire book. So I kind of just wanted to chat about that with you guys, and let me know what you think. Like, first of all, I would love to know what your goals are for your reading this year. So also it kind of ties into the number of books I'm going to read. I set my Goodreads goal at 100. That's kind of what I've put the past few years. Typically I do pass it, but I kind of just don't want to put pressure on that number, which I really didn't last year either. A lot of this I kind of started last year and I'm just really continuing on. But I feel like the number to me doesn't matter, except for the fact that I'm someone who, if I set a goal, I need to meet that goal or it stresses me out. So I think 100 is attainable, but having said that, if it looks like I'm not going to meet it, I might lower it down to 75. You can judge me if you want to, but I'm that type of person that if there's a goal, I need to reach the goal. So I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to be making videos and things like that. I just think I'm going to kind of let myself read what I want, let the joy of reading kind of come back in and just kind of reignite why I love to read in the first place, and that is for enjoyment and a hobby and to have a good time and kind of escape into a world. So yeah, I'd love to know what your goals are. Do you have any really like big goals this year or smaller goals, or are you kind of like me and just want to kind of not have any goals this year? I'd love to know, or like what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it stresses you out to have too many like things that you're supposed to be reading, or do you love it? I know some people absolutely adore it, and I think they are the bomb.com because I'm clearly just not the best at it. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to me ramble for the past like 10 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it made some kind of sense to you. If you like the video and want to see more, just make sure you subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.